And we are finally live. That took a minute. I apologize. That was absolutely ridiculous. 7 minutes worth of delays because for whatever reason, my internet connection was not cooperating. And then my mic had to be re-added for some reason. I don't know. The technicals I don't care about. I just want the stuff to work whenever I need it to work. And so I had to take. So with that being said, I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody's having a good market, right? We're here. We're going to talk about some new stuff. Then we're going to talk about some Wolfer stuff. All right. And we're going to have some fun on this stream. Okay. So I might keep you, depending on how jacked we get on this stream and like how awesome it is, I might keep you an extra 5 minutes. And I apologize because it's my fault because I'm the dummy that couldn't get on the stream fast enough. So with that being said, if you're here from the future, hello from the past, we appreciate you. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe. Boom! Bang on the notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Make sure you go over to the other Drew Wolfer YouTube channel. I've got a video dropping on Palantir, which is a AI company stock. I believe it's dropping in like 52 minutes or something like that. Wild stuff happening there. That's where I'm going to be doing all my content over on the Drew_Wolfer channel. It's the first link in the description. Just check it out. Go give it a follow, man. If you happen to give it F, if you don't, whatever, no big deal. We're going to have some fun on this stream today. We're going to do some charting. We're going to do some predictions on some prices, Avalanche, Ethereum, Bitcoin, baby, FTM, Flux, stuff like that. Let's see how deep we can get into it. Let's see how far down the rabbit hole we can go. And hopefully we'll have some fun. So we got Dexter. He says he's here. Happy Friday Pi Day. It is Friday Pi Day. I haven't even said that yet. It is hashtag Friday Pi Day. My mom is down here and looking really forward to seeing her. I only get to see her like a couple of times a year. I love my mom. Miss her a lot because we live in two totally separate parts of the universe, the United States, right? But it would be nice to have her down here with my family, with my wife, with my son, and her boyfriend is coming with her as well because he lives, he doesn't live there, but he has a condo down here in South Florida. So we've got Duck Rules. He says, question is, when's it going to be 250K? Dude, I'm going to try to answer that for you. That's Paul D in the Discord. Dude's an absolute legend. Salute to him. Here, sorry I'm late, but I made it. Dude, and don't even be sorry for being late. I was 7 minutes late. I am horrible. Like, I'm the worst streamer in the world. I'm the worst YouTuber in the world. I accept it. That is the title, Drew Wolfer, worst YouTuber ever. So with that being said, let's get into it. I want to talk about some of these. Let's get this news-based stuff out of the way really quick. I want you to be updated on the market, see what's happening, the little crazy things that are happening and stuff like that. But actually, I forgot. I have a cool way that I can do this now. Where's it at? I gotta pull this. All right. Again, worst YouTuber and streamer ever. How do I do this again? I haven't done it in a week. Yeah, this is sick. I love this. This is so cool. I love this. Like, I feel like a YouTuber, or like a streamer. We'll see. Let's get a baby Drew in the corner. All right, we got a baby Drew. Let's get it. All right, so where are we at? Give me this. All right. NVIDIA's crypto gambit is likely to see Supreme Court scrutiny. Okay. This is not really awesome for NVIDIA. NVIDIA has been absolutely pumping. If you watch their stock, absolutely pumping. They went parabolic. They're like a multi-trillion-dollar market cap now. They're rivaling Apple. They're battling it out for number one spot. Like Ludacris said, I'm coming for that number one spot. That is NVIDIA right now. So that's what they're doing. And I'll give you the TLDR on it. Seemed likely on Wednesday to keep alive a class action lawsuit, man, accusing NVIDIA of misleading investors about its dependence on selling computer chips for the mining of volatile cryptocurrency. Yo, okay, I'm going to make myself a little bit bigger. I'm on the channel that's already shadow banned. I'm saying it. Like, get over it. It is what it is. Let me make myself a little bit bigger. We need Big Drew for this. Dude. All right, so this is tinfoil hat stuff, okay, on NVIDIA. I think people will appreciate it. They do not sell chips, okay, like that, like everyone thinks that they do. And you don't know this unless you go into their books. And they are a publicly traded company. All this information is there, but no one's going to tell it to you. I am, because I figured it out. But what they're doing, they're not selling these chips. So all these new crypto companies, all these new AI companies, all these new mining companies, right? What do they need? They need all these chips to do their AI, to do their mining, to do their whatever, right? What's the problem with that? Most of them have no funding. And with a market that is oversaturated with, oh, I'm going to mine cryptocurrency. I'm an AI company that does this and blah, blah, blah. With markets that are oversaturated with that, funding is minimal now, because they've already, the VCs and the private equity, they've already gotten into all their AI companies, okay? They're not funding them like that. So what did NVIDIA do? They went out and started loaning out, and this is crazy, okay? They would give these AI companies chips to run all their AI and stuff like that on, and then they would give them to them as a loan, okay? What's the collateral of their loan, you ask? The collateral of their loan is the chips itself. That's like me going into the bank and being like, hey, yo, give me 10 grand, right? Give me $10,000. And they're like, all right, cool. What's your collateral? And I'm like, the $10,000 that you gave me. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works in real life, man. If that's how it works, let me get a crib. Let me get a house. I want 10 houses. What's your collateral? The 10 houses. What? All right, cool. Yeah, you got to put something in the bag, man. You got to put something down. And they did not. Like, these companies aren't putting anything down. So that's the craziest part about NVIDIA. I think it's a house of cards that's waiting to collapse, because in my opinion, dude, they're going to get smacked down because of this, because their revenues aren't like what you think they are. And they're incredibly overvalued due to that fact now. Oh man, it's crazy. So anyways, that's my internet computer conspiracy theory stuff. And I only put it on this channel because this channel's already basically shadow banned, because I talked about the 4-letter words and some of the 3-letter agencies back about a year ago. What's the next thing? Pennsylvania introduces a bill to use $7 billion of state funds for Bitcoin strategic reserves purposes. Let's go. Pennsylvania, we were just talking about you last week. Pennsylvania is leading the charge. Was it Pennsylvania or Ohio? I'm pretty sure it was Pennsylvania, that they had, you could pay your taxes with crypto, is what they're trying to do in the future. Great. Awesome. Also, just to add on to this, Trump is trying to enlist a plan to where cryptocurrencies that are based out of the United States, for United States-based people, Cardano, Hedera, stuff like that, right? You don't have to pay taxes on the gains on those, right? Because they're currencies. They're saying they're currencies, right? So in the same sense that when the dollar goes up and down, you don't have to pay taxes on the dollars in your bank account, right? This is the same. He's trying to do that. And then he's also trying to offer incentives to other companies. Hey, hint, AVAX, hint, Ethereum, hint, Phantom, to come to America and have the same type of stipulations, right? That'd be awesome, man. But it's only for the American companies and for Americans. So that only matters. Then we've got Dogecoin, man. Bull Doge. Dogecoin soars as Trump's announced a government efficiency group named Department of Government Efficiency, Doge. Guess who's heading it up? Your boy Elon. Can't write this stuff. This is literally, you cannot make this stuff up. It sounds like a movie. Doge is absolutely pumping. Baby Doge will probably pump because of it. All that stuff. Bitcoin could hit $100,000 by inauguration day, says crypto expert. What a Trump I almost said Bitcoin. He got impregnated by the Bitcoin, baby. What a Trump presidency could mean for the digital assets. We're not even going to go into that. I'm going to exit all this stuff out. Who cares what these guys are saying? Let's see what the charts say, man. Let's see what the charts say. Because that's what I care about. This is where we get into the Wolfer stuff. This is where we get into the Wolfer, the altcoins, just stuff like that. All right, because this is where it gets nice and juicy for us. Okay, we all know that I like gold. We all know that I like silver. Gold's sitting here at 25.62. Silver sitting at $33. It broke out. It broke out of the flag, and then it nullified the flag pattern. That sucks. Whatever, is what it is. Let's delete all of this stuff anyways now that we know. This was a trade setup that I put in the whatever, and I said, hey, if we break out of this, make sure you set your stop loss below the 50. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's do some handy dandy TA and see where are we, baby. Let's see where we're at. This is the 1 minute. We don't want to look at the 1 minute. I'm getting super degen on you today. Super degen Drew. Nah, you know me. I'm not a degen like that. I don't want to do all that. All right, let's look at the Bitcoin chart. Let's see what the heck's going on, man. We're loving the price action. There has to be a cooling off period. I hate to just doo-doo on everybody's party. I hate to piss in your Cheerios this morning, and it's not morning here. I hate to, do all that, but there has to be a pullback here to 74K. Okay. There has to be. We have to retest this. We've gotten overextended on the 50, on the 200, on the 100. The 100's finally crossing over, but we have to get back here and retest this level. And by the time we get back here to retest this level, this 50 will probably be here. So it'll be a massive level of confluence. We'll see some support. Boom, the 50 will act as support. There's a trend line here. Bam. And then we can go our next leg up. Now, could we go to 100K before then? Keep going up? Absolutely. Why? Because we've kind of got a little bull flag here. If you look at it, okay? Let's draw this little bull flag. This is a super terrible, just really quick bull flag. Let's measure the move on this. If we break out of this, we could be heading somewhere in the realm of, $100,000 and $107,000. And if anybody's watched the TA that I did on Bitcoin on the previous streams, if you haven't, go back and watch it, or watch it on my Drew_Wolfer channel, right? To understand why the $109,000 level right here is such a critical level, and why the $99,000 level is such a critical level, other than the fact that they're psychological levels, 100,000, 110, right? But that's where we could see a bull flag. But we are seeing massively overbought on the RSI. Look at this bad boy. This thing's nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days in a row that we're above in massively oversold RSI, right? That's crazy. Once you get a few more days on that, it's gonna dump. It just is what it is. Look how overextended this look how high the MACD is, and it's starting to curl downwards right here. The histogram, if you look at that, and look at the momentum on this, bam, dude, this thing is nuts, massively high. Look at the momentum comparatively to everywhere else. Let's zoom as far out as we can. Look at the momentum. We're all the way up here. Nothing even comes close to that. This thing is massively overextended. I hate to say it. We just need a pullback. We need a relief period, and then we can do another rally, right? We've got the stochastic massively oversold. My bad. Massively overbought. Keeps going up. Bing, bang, boom. You see what I'm saying, right? Is there a bearish divergence anywhere? Not on the daily. Not on the daily that I'm seeing. You might see a micro bearish divergence, right here. Right? But it's not, the price isn't trending up. So there's not really, there's nothing there. Okay. So here's what I want to do though. Let's get this bull flag off of here, or at least I'll put it in a, folder by itself, bull flag, because I want to track that. All right. Now here's what we want to do. Okay. We want to see where is it that we could be potentially going. So we're going to zoom way out. All right. And I'm going to do something that I don't really see a lot of people do. Okay. Which is, we're going to measure way back. Okay. So I'm talking so far back that it's going to blow your mind. All right. So let's zoom in here. Let's say this is probably the low 4K. Yeah. This is probably the low after this peak. So this was a pivot high. All right. So what we're going to do is called a Fibonacci retracement. We're going to do this to a bunch of different assets. This is where it's going to get really fun for people to see where these assets could go. And I'm talking Wolfer assets too, baby. So we're going to do Bitcoin first, and we're going to do ETH. We're going to do AVAX. We're going to do FTM. We're going to do Flux, right? That covers a really good variety. Okay. We might even, if we have time, we've only got 15 minutes. If we have time, we'll do a meme coin. All right. So you measure from the low to the high, right? And then you measure to the other low. So I'm just going to do this like this because like this, it's too spread out for me to actually find it. Okay. On the chart. So I'm just going to take this. Where's this bad boy at? There we go. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So here's the high. Is that the high? No, that is. All right, let's zoom out just a little bit more. And then we got to measure it down to the low. Okay, where's my other line? Right here. Okay, so I think 15K was about the low. So, yep, right there. Okay. Is that the low? Yep, it is. All right, so let's zoom out. Now that we have the low of the previous, like the swing low after the swing high, right? You measure from that swing low to the at the time, the highest point, which was the all-time high around 67K, right? Then you measure the movement downward after that high, and it'll tell you where you could be going. So let's see where Bitcoin's going, baby. Dude, I already called this out in a previous video. 121, baby. This thing could be going to 121. Here's my bias, though, okay? You have a support line right here that, let's see, where's the levels? This is what's called a supply zone, okay? Where's it at? There we go. Okay, so this is what's called a supply zone, all right? So we need to come back down to this supply zone right here. And as you can see, that supply zone extends out like hella far, man. All the way back to March 2024, okay? And then you've got another area of support, another supply zone right here in the 70 to about $67,000 range. Call it 66.5, right? Now, I want to see a pullback to this 8-month supply zone, right? Why do I want to see that? Because that's what healthy markets do. They leg up and then they leg down. So in my opinion, we probably need to come back down here to this secondary supply zone. And if we really want to, I can add it on the chart really quickly. It won't take much. That supply zone, I need to take this magnet off first. That supply zone is going to be from about here to about here. All right. And so that's supply zone number 2. All right. Boom. Boom. And let's move this down here into our folder for the supply zone. Where's the levels folder? Right down here. Bam. All right. So that's our supply zone. We need to come down here before any meaningful leg up, just because we're getting super overextended here. Like we're overextended on the daily. We know that. Let's see what's happening on the weekly really quick, just to see, right? Just play devil's advocate. We want to understand like what is happening. Yeah, we're super overextended on the weekly too. Look at the Stoke. It's way up. Like if we zoom out on the Stoke, yep, it's almost at 100. It's at 98. And let's go to the momentum. Let's see what momentum's doing. Yeah, momentum's starting to top out kind of where it was. 38,005. It's at about 35,000. So, yeah, I mean, it's got a little bit of room to run, but this topped out back in March or February, like the end of February in March range. How do I get out of this friggin'? Here we go. And guess when that was? When we set that previous all-time high. And then we got the fake out here and then the big dump. Okay. So, oh, wait, no, my bad. Yep. That's when it was. Okay. So that is incredibly oversold. So we need a little bit of a breathing room on this. We are getting into, or overbought. Sorry. We are getting into overbought territory on the weekly now, where we're at about 73 for the RSI. MACD, same stuff. It is trending up. It is trending up. The histogram is bright green, which is good. But you know, it only stays bright green for so long is my point. So let's see what happens. But we're seeing a relatively like a 120 Bitcoin, baby, like 120 Bitcoin on this. Now let's see what our further targets are. That's at the 1.618. Okay. So that's at the 1.618. We've got 186 at the 2.618. So to answer Paul D's question, at the 3.618 is when we hit 250. Okay. Almost exactly. Okay. Now, how do we get there? Dude, we got a leg up and leg down, baby. We got a leg up. We got a leg down here to the supply zone. We leg up to 120. All right. We leg back down to the probably 100K to 110K range. Then we leg up here to the 186 range. We probably come back down, capitulate here, maybe even drop a little bit further back down to that 110, 120 range. Boom. We shoot through. We go to 250. Am I saying that we're going to 250 in this bull run? Definitely not. I don't know. We have to see what happens whenever those things are happening, right? Before we can go out and start calling things out, we need to understand what's happening at the time to see if it's got the juice to run that far. What's good is that'll hit, altcoin season is going to be friggin' insane if something like that happens. So let's do the same exact thing really quick for ETH. All right, I want to just do the same exact really quick thing where like what we just did with Bitcoin. Okay. Okay, where is the low? Okay, this one is actually going to be a little bit easier. That's good. Okay, so let's do our Fibonacci. Let's get our magnet tool. Okay, boom. We've got the high up here. And I'm not going to like go through all the crazy stuff again, like where I zoom in and zoom out and do all that BS all over again. This is going to be like very like quick. Okay. So target I'm seeing right now, we got to hit 46. All right. We're coming up towards the golden pocket. We got to get through that at 3,800. Then it's all systems go for about $4,600. And the, previous all-time high is right at about $4,800. So we're looking at a $5,600, $5,650 Ethereum. And you could even see it going up to 8610. And I say, maybe the highest it could probably go 13,388, probably somewhere in the mid range of this. So you're looking at a 10 to 11K ETH. That's awesome for us. That's like a friggin' 3X from here and like a 10X on our, whatever. That's awesome. I love that. Let's look at AVAX. So we're looking at probably anywhere from about $8,000 to $11,000 ETH. Let's look at AVAX really quick. Oh, this is market cap. I don't do this market cap stuff. AVAX. Where's Coinbase? Here we go. Yeah, I don't like doing the market cap BS. Woo! This one's going to be nasty. Yeah, we need to get a different chart because they didn't even have it on Coinbase. Let's see if they got the Binance chart. Yeah, they do. Okay. This should be a better chart. Yep. Cool. They've got a lot more data. All right, cool. Beautiful. So we've got the low. Okay. Let's call it right here. Boom. We've got the low on AVAX. Let's pull it to the high. Bam. And then let's pull it to the near-term low. And again, this is approximate. These aren't going to be like super exact because I don't care. I don't want it to be exact because I want to be cognizant of your guys' time. I know I was 7 minutes late and I apologize for that. And we're already at the, 30-minute mark. We're looking at about $1.50 on AVAX, but here's the problem. We've got a bunch of levels we've got to get through here. Okay. If you're looking at this, you notice that we're coming up on the 0.236. Okay. This is not great. This is going to be huge resistance. We're talking $42, right? Then you've got the, $63, which is the 0.382, which we tried to get up there. We got rejected and then we had to come all the way down. Luckily, we got caught in this range. We didn't come back all the way down and retrace fully, which is awesome. That means we've got momentum going up. So my guess is we probably get through this range pretty easily and we get right back up to this $63 range. Then we're talking, you got to get through $80 to get to $96, which is the golden pocket. Golden pocket's going to be massive resistance and probably the 50.5 is going to be massive resistance. Now, if we get through that, all signs are pointing to 150. Okay. Because if you can get through the golden pocket and you don't get rejected massively here, here's the problem. It's got so many more levels than Bitcoin or Ethereum to get through that it might top out here at 150. It might top out halfway through this 1.86 channel, which is somewhere in the realm of, $200, 190, call it 190, 200. My bias is we probably get to about 150, which is great for us because it's a 5x on AVAX for us if we get there. Okay. Now, you could see it going up here to $240 a piece, but I wouldn't bank on it. I would say 150 is a really good price point to get there. And it's doable. That's the good news. That's why we're doing this analysis, to see if it's doable. Is this like outlandish? Am I smoking crack? No, it's doable. So that's awesome. Now let's go to FTM. This is perps. I need to look at what I'm clicking. Yeah, here we go. Phantom tether. Okay, let's see what you got, FTM. Let's get it. Dude, FTM's chart looks absolutely insane. My guess is going to be a lot like AVAX's chart. So, where we have like a shit ton of levels to get through. Sorry for cussing. Just being real. Boom. And where is the low? The lows are probably somewhere right over in here. Again, not perfectly exact, but let's call it. All right. Dude, we haven't even gotten through the 0.236. My guess is we top out right around here, right around the all-time high, $3.50 or so, because we got to get through this. We got to get through the $1.43 price point. We got to get through $1.82. We got to get through $2.12 at the golden pocket, which is a massive, massive resistance. The 50 is a massive resistance. I don't think this 236 is going to be that massive of a resistance. I think we come up here, we probably bounce off of it. Boom, we go back down to the 23. We come up to the 50. We probably bounce off of that as well. We might even fall back below this range to this pivot high, probably come somewhere in the $1.18 range. Boom, hit the golden pocket. It's all she wrote there. Like, we're probably getting rejected unless we're going absolutely parabolic in the market. That's just how it happens. And then boom, we'll probably come back down to the 0.382, try to blast through, get to the 0.786. But by this time, by the time that we have mashed through all of these different price points, I don't see us getting up here where we're like at the $5.50 range on FTM. We're probably going to be somewhere in this realm, right? So somewhere in the $2.80 to $3.50 range. So call it 330. Maybe FTM gets to its all-time high, right? By the time that Bitcoin tops out and altcoin season is over. Now let's do one more. Let's hit Flux really quick, baby. All right, Flux on Binance. Hopefully they've got some data, and they do. Okay, great. No, they don't. They don't have very good data. Okay, so Flux. That sucks, man. Maybe KuCoin? Flux might be hard to do. Okay, no, KuCoin's got it. KuCoin for the win, baby. Let's get it. All right, so here we are. All right, so we've got the low. Say that's the low. Say here's the high. I've got to zoom out a little bit. Okay, to the low. Okay, that's the high. Okay, so again, Flux, we're probably going to come somewhere up here into the $3.50 range, right? Anywhere in between $2.87. This one might top out at its all-time high. Okay, by the time we get there. The reason why I say that is because this does not look like Bitcoin's chart. This does not look like ETH. ETH was already starting up here, right? Bitcoin's already starting up here, right? Like way up here. So my point is, you've got some massive resistances to get through. So my guess is we blast through this, no problem. We get rejected here, we come back here. Boom. We blast through it, we get rejected at the 50, we come back down to the 0.382. Boom. We blast through, we get rejected at the golden pocket, which is the 0.618. We probably come back down to this pivot high, right? Or there's some massive resistance here, but if we flip that to support by hitting the golden pocket, it might be time to blast off from there. We probably go up to the 786, get rejected. We flip this 0.618 to support, and at the very least, we flip the 0.5 to support, which is where all these pivot highs were, right here. And then boom, we probably blast off, and this is probably the realm where we're going to top out, is somewhere in this $2.86 to about $3.60 range. Could we get up here to maybe $4? Like by the time it tops out and stops? Yeah, potentially. I mean, we could, I'll never say never. My point is that the likelihood of us getting there before we top out, it's just not as likely. Okay. And the reason I say that is because whenever we're looking at Bitcoin, right, it's going to determine all of this stuff, right? So it's literally Bitcoin's going to get there first. Bitcoin's going to get there before everything else, right? Bitcoin is going to pump, Ethereum's going to pump, and they're starting off at better levels. Like if you go back to that Bitcoin chart, which is what we were on at first, Bitcoin is literally starting at Bitcoin is starting at literally above the one level, right? Which is the gray level that's above the 0.786, right? If we go back to the ETH chart and we look at that, ETH is starting in between the 0.382 and the 0.5, and it's already gone up to the golden pocket, a few months back, okay? And been rejected there. So the path of resistance is less for those two as it is for Avalanche, Flux, FTM. Okay. So I would be targeting all-time highs on those, maybe 20% more of all-time highs. Go back and watch my TA and see what it looks like. And then secondarily, I would be targeting new all-time highs on Ethereum, right? Potentially even up to 10K, right? But 8,600, probably. The only problem I see with Ethereum getting there is that we're going to the fees. It's the fees that when the price of Ethereum goes up, because they have not fixed the fee structure yet, the fees go up. So are people going to continue pumping it? I don't know, but they're going to have to fix that fee structure eventually. So hopefully they do that. Hopefully that gives people I'm jacked though. Let's get back to those all-time highs. We're going to 4X, 5X our portfolio, dude. Let's get it. Big money, baby. Big money. Make it rain. Fat Joe back in the day, and Lil Wayne, make it rain, right? So, yeah, that's what we're looking at, man. I hope everybody has a good week. I hope everybody's been having a good week. I hope everybody's been having a good post-election pump, right? That Trump pump, baby. And let's hope that we can make this market, hopefully this market legs up in a healthy way, all right? That allows us the ability to watch our portfolio appreciate. Okay. And then hopefully all those decisions that we made, a couple years back turn out to be incredibly fruitful. So we will see where it goes, how it plays out, but you kind of see, where we could potentially be going. And hopefully that gets you as jacked as it gets me, baby. I'm like, it's been 2 years. Let's go. So I'm ready. Trust me. Richard Fort, he said he's 8 minutes late. We got Jeremiah Keeter in here. He says, happy Friday Pie Day, baby. Hashtag Friday Pie Day. Have a good one with your beautiful families, everybody. Everything is literally just a giant troll to me with people by actually doing it. Just me, or is his audio cutting out? Dude, it's my internet, man. It's I've been having terrible, terrible times with all that stuff. Definitely going over 100K, probably around 130 before the next winter cycle. I think we're going higher than that. I think we might hit 100K before we fall, right? We need a healthy retracement back to that 74K level. What's the latest with Burrowcore? Latest with Burrowcore is the same as the latest with Burrowcore with the last one. Burrowcore sucks. They're not doing anything. They're giving BS timelines. They haven't hit a timeline. If they had to hit a timeline to save their pet's life, all their dogs would be dead. So with that being said, we don't care about that. We're going to do our thing. Our portfolio's intact. Our portfolio's doing what it's supposed to do. We have minimal exposure to that. And, Wolfer might come in and hopefully save the day for a lot of people that are, down in Burrowcore. And hopefully Burrowcore gets it sorted out. But at the end of the day, we're going to do what we do, baby. So with that being said, everybody have a good hashtag Friday Pie Day with your beautiful families. I appreciate you showing up. Make sure you go over to the Drew_Wolfer channel. Watch my Palantir video that I'm saying Palantir is going to $45. It's 33% decrease from where we're at right now. If it doesn't, whatever. It's, risk to reward is there. Go check out the video. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you hit subscribe to the new channel. Boom! Bang on the notification bell. Comment anything that you want in the relevant sections. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for showing up. Everybody go have a beautiful hashtag Friday Pie Day with their wonderful and beautiful families, and I will see you in the next stream. Peace.